Good morning, everyone. This is me, Saurabh Avasthi, an English teacher at Mount Litra G School, Jhansi. Today, I have brought a new chapter, that is chapter number 3 from Snapshots. The name of the chapter is Ranga's Marriage, which we are going to discuss in this video. Here are few characters in the story. They are Shyama, who is the narrator, the one who lives in Hosali village. Second one is Ranga, who is the son of the village accountant. Third one is Ratna, who is Rama Rao's niece of 11 years old. Then Sastri Ji, who is an village astrologer. So now we are going to start the story where Ranga, the accountant's son, who returns to his village after receiving education from Bangalore of English, who has came back now, and the people living in the village are eager to see him, that how he is changed or not. So now the people are going to gather in front of the house of Ranga just to see him, that whether he has changed or not. And here narrator is also going to tell us about the title, that why this chapter has got the name Ranga's Marriage. With the introduction of the chapter, where first of all we are going to study about the village Hosali, which is the wonderful place in this world and in the country India, where the name of their village is Hosali. There is no mention of this place on any map or geographical books, because during the time of making of maps, the people, those who were doing that, they forgot to mention the name of Hosali in the map. So later on, the people also never acknowledged that to the company. Narrator speaks glowingly of Hosali over here now, where he is going to tell us that how Hosali is so wonderful place, because there the fruits which used to grow in that place are so tasty and so energetic that people, they love it and they wants to enjoy the fruits of Hosali. Here we will see in the story, the narrator have told us that Hosali is just as important as Mysore is to India. Karigadabu to a festive meal and filling is to Karigadabu. Thus he can't highlight its importance anymore. And not only him, but the doctor named Gunda Bhatta feels the same. The doctor has been to many places except England, but he still loves Hosali. However, an outsider might contest this, but the narrator claims to stick to his opinion of the place, which is Hosali. Now here, the narrator tells the readers about their special mango trees in the village, whose mangoes are famous for their special quality. He once took the fruit at home to make chutney, and everyone suffered from a bad cough after eating it. It was only when he went to see the doctor that he told him about the quality of mangoes of Hosali. The narrator asks the readers to take a bite and assures that the soreness of the mango will be felt by them till the top of their head. Not only the mangoes, everything in and around this village is remarkable. The creeper growing in the pond and its flowers are also special. One can even serve an afternoon meal on its leaves. All you need to do is to grab 2 leaves when you are on your way to the pond to bath. After speaking highly of his village, the narrator says, If anyone wishes to see for himself or herself, one must contact him. He will help them to reach there. Also, he feels that there is no better way to know a place than to visit it. So, here, this was all about the beauty of the village Hoshali. Now, we will start with the chapter now, where the narrator then brings about a comparison as to how things were different 10 years ago, when not many people knew or spoke English. Neither did people send their children to big cities like Bangalore to study. Back then, only the village accountant had the courage to send his son to Bangalore. So here comes, according to the author, those times were simpler. He justifies his claim by telling an incident where he was at Ramarao's house and they had just bought a bundle of firewood from an old lady. Rama told her to come next morning as he did not have any change at the moment. The poor old lady did not know what change meant and she went away, whispering to herself. Neither did the narrator know its meaning. It was only when he went to Ranga's house that he told him. So, however, 10 years ago, English was not commonly spoken in this village, and when the villagers came to know that Ranga, the accountant's son, was coming home from Bangalore, everyone got excited and rushed to his home to have a glance at him. Therefore, Ranga's homecoming was a big event. People crowded his house to see if he has changed. They returned home on finding no significant change in him. The narrator is particularly happy to find the boy still quite cultured, as he respectfully does namaskar to the author. The narrator spontaneously blesses him by saying, "May you get married soon." And then he also left away from there. Then that afternoon, Ranga visited the author with a few oranges, which the narrator thought was quite thoughtful of him. Thinking of how nice Ranga is, the author thought it would be a good deed to have him married to a girl just as nice as him. They chatted for a while and then the narrator asked Ranga about his views on getting married. Ranga expressing that he doesn't intend on marrying now because he intends on finding the right girl. He cites the example of an officer who got married at the age of 30 to a woman aged 25. Now, since these are both adults, they would understand each other's actions and behavior. Whereas, suppose the narrator finds a girl who is very young, she could misunderstand his words or actions because she is not mature enough. He even mentions the love story of Sakuntala and Dushyant from Mahabharata and that he would not have fallen in love with each other. So right now here that means the boy is trying to explain his views about the marriage, that the maturity is the most important thing which a boy and a girl should have during the time of marriage. Otherwise, they will not be able to understand each other. So here, the narrator was listening to each and everything and he was noticing that what were the views of the boy, Ranga, and finally then the narrator introduces us to a new character in the story named Ratna. She is 11 years old and is Ramarao's niece. She had lost both her parents, so her uncle brought her from the big town to his home with him. She had a great voice and could play harmonium and veena. The narrator thought that Ranga and Ratna would make a great pair. So here the narrator is going to make a plan which is going to be for introduction of Ratna and Ranga. So that's why he is going to ask Rama to send Ratna to his place, as he wanted to send some buttermilk for them, and she was also asked to be dressed up. The narrator insisted upon her to sing a song while he sent someone to call Ranga. Just as she was singing, Ranga arrived at the door. Her melancholic voice touched his ears, and thus he did not want to interrupt the singing, so he stood at the door. He was curious to see the singer and her face, because now the feelings were coming, and he was now very much eager to see the face of the girl, the one who was singing at that time, as her voice was so melodious. So students, now we are going to stop this video here, and we will continue the chapter in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you so much.